Hey there, friends. Welcome to Bronze Medal Moms. We aren't going for gold, we're going for bronze on the daily. I'm Amy.
And I'm Amanda, and we are here to remind you that you don't have to be perfect to show up, survive, and even thrive in motherhood.
Hey there, moms, and welcome to an episode of Bronze Medal Moms, the podcast for every mom who's tired of chasing gold but still shows up with heart and humor. I'm Amy, and I've got Amanda here with me, and today we are going to kick off what exactly is a bronze medal mom. So, Amanda, on a scale of gold medal to participation ribbon, where do you think we land most days?
Well, first of all, let's just say there's nothing wrong with the participation ribbon as well. Showing up is also great to have a participation ribbon. But we're solid bronze. We're solid bronze. We're just okay, but we're proud of it. Like we made it to the podium, right? We made it to the podium, but we don't have to be the best by any means.
I love it. And also, nothing wrong with those gold medal moms. Like, we see you, we're impressed and amazed by you, but it's not us.
We're still cheering you on. We're still cheering you on. You're still great.
Yeah.
You're better than us, but that's okay.
So today we're talking about what it really means to be a bronze medal mom. And spoiler alert, if you're here and you're listening, you're probably already one of us.
It's true. It's true. So one of the things when you're thinking about like what makes a bronze medal mom, what defines a bronze medal mom? Like for the first example that comes to my head is picture day. Who has stressed about picture day? If you have all your kids in matching outfits for picture day, no. You've gone too far. If you have totally forgotten that it's picture day and just had your kids show up in whatever, total bronze medal mom. Because let me tell you a story about this. I remember with my daughter, she's my oldest, with my daughter, it was the first day that the weather had like changed from fall to like, it's freezing, you need warm clothes, all the things. But she's little, so she didn't have any clothes. And I was like, crap, we don't have any clothes. So I was like, okay, we can put together, these are your long pants. And they were like a pink plaid. And then I was like, oh, okay, we've got a long sleeve shirt over here with like navy. And then there was a purple fur vest that I found that was like a hand-me-down one. And I put that on her. And I was like, okay, just like stay close to the teacher when you go outside because you're going to get cold. But I feel like this will do it. You'll be okay. And the first thing I see when I walk in to the daycare was, it's picture day. Yay, it's picture day. And I was like, son of a. Son of a. But here's the thing that I do want to say about picture day. I think if you're striving for perfection with picture day, you're not living the memories. You're not enjoying what life was at that time. And at that time, that's one of my favorite pictures is because she looks like a total shit show. I don't even think I brushed her hair that day.
I love it.
But I was like, that's the day I totally forgot that it was picture day, but it was the first cold day of the season. And I love that picture. I think it's hilarious.
That's such a good point to like not try to artificially make something that it isn't in that moment.
Exactly.
Yeah. I actually have a bronze medal mom picture day story too. I went out of town for picture day and I left dad in charge. And I have to say, like, bless his heart, he's great. But what they decided, him and my daughter decided the night before, they were going to try to wet curl her hair with those like long sticks that you curl around and like bend into your hair that we've never used before. I
don't even know how to use those.
Oh, yeah. And I think all women know, like, you don't try a new hair thing for picture day. Like, you have to practice. So I think I was at work at an event, and the next morning I get this picture. She's in tears. Her hair kind of looks like Medusa. I mean, it is just crinkly. And I'm like, oh, babe, like, I appreciate you, Dad, for like jumping in there and being like, yes, we're going to curl your hair, but you're going to have to wash it and start over.
or get a straightener. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
they did.
straighten it out. Straighten
It's
it out.
so her picture is, and every time she looks at it, she was like, same, living in the moment. So all she did was she just kept brushing her hair on the way to school. And when she sees that school photo from that year, she's like, that's the morning dad tried to curl my hair. And so it also is, a memory of that moment.
And let's face it, are you an adult? If you're an adult and you don't have at least one embarrassing school picture to show, then what are you doing? Then you were not living life as a child with like one bad haircut or one just like full mouth of braces or headgear or something just amazing. That's that's definitely yeah. So that right there, bronze medal mom. If you're just not gold, not matching, but you did it. You got there. Like one of the things I always say with a friend of mine, whenever we show up for kids' events or stuff like that, we don't have to run the event. We don't have to be in charge of the whole thing. We always say, we got eyes. I locked in eyes. I locked in eyes with our, because if you locked in eyes with your kid knew you were there for a hot second. And you're like, eyeballs, I checked in. Yeah, I'm over here. Okay, cool. They knew I was here. That's all I needed because that's all they need. They
Right.
just want to know you were there. That's it. You're
That's
fine.
it. That's it. Well, we have lots of other examples of being a bronze medal mom that I can
True.
think, and maybe
Yeah.
other people can relate. I mean, to me, the gold medal mom is the one who gets up. And have you ever seen those bento boxes that they make for their kiddos of their lunch? And they're like cutting out the shapes. So, the fruit looks like a star and the sandwich is a happy face. Or I love those, but I am not a gold medal mom.
No, I like to look at those. It's pretty easy.
Me too. I mean, the fact that I actually remember to send my kid to school with food is a bonus for me. I actually have gotten the phone call. My daughter goes to a small private school, so they have a phone in the classroom. And there have been many, many days where she's like, Mom, we forgot my lunch. I'm like, dang it. Okay. But my bronze medal mom moment when I packed her lunch is she got leftover chicken nuggets. One had a bite out of it. And I put 2 sauce containers in there. One of them was open and like half used. I was like,
How did it not get all over the lunch?
you didn't eat this last night for dinner, so you're getting it for lunch.
I have a friend that will do that. That she will do that. She'll, if they don't finish their dinner, she's like, cool, this is your lunch. So it's your option of like either you eat your dinner or you get it for lunch.
That's actually brilliant. That actually might be a gold medal mom tactic. I don't know. I feel that there's some genius behind that.
I know. And I don't know if she's ever had to do it. They always eat their food. They're like, I don't want this for lunch. But yeah, she's like, no, I'll send it to you for lunch. I don't care.
I love,
Like, oh,
I love that. Well,
now I will say another good one is actually a mom did this last week, and I was like, that's genius. So one night they had Chick-fil-A for dinner, and they all went and got Chick-fil-A, and the mom just got an extra meal and then gave it to her for lunch the next day.
that's
And I was like, that's genius.
genius.
Why am I doing that? And then technically they got Chick-fil-A and like she could warm it up and it was fine. She was totally happy with it. I was like, wow.
I think it's brilliant because we're so busy with our kiddos, especially after school, and they're in things, they're in sports, they're in theater, they're doing stuff. There are so many times where like I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, okay, we have no food for lunch. We have no bread. We have no, like, I can't make a sandwich. I have no fruit. I have nothing.
And you're just like, what do we think a lunch could be?
Right.
This
Right.
sounds lunch, right? This is good, right?
It's edible. It's food.
Yeah, I think especially like you have all these, I mean, love Pinterest, love Instagram, love the reels, love all the things. But it is like the ones that get all the attention are the moms that make these perfect little things and these perfect little happy that you're like, oh, I wish I could do that.
Wish I
Oh, if I could only have it together to do that. But it doesn't have a video later of her kid not eating that lunch or eating one bite and then talking to their friends the whole time because they like, where's that video of the kid like completely enjoying the whole lunch. I guarantee they ate it just as fast as my kid ate their PB&J with the crust cut off. That's about as fancy as it gets.
Exactly. But at least they'll eat it. I did have someone tell me once, they're like, listen, don't be putting new foods in your kids' lunch thinking like you want them to eat broccoli for lunch to be healthy. No, send them with stuff they know they will actually eat. And I'm like, well, that's a good mom point. But you said something about Pinterest, and I am a huge bronze medal mom when it comes to Pinterest boards because mine are full, but my craft drawer is not. I'm like, you know what? I want to be a Pinterest mom, but I'm definitely more of an Amazon mom.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Like,
it's just efficiency. How fast can Amazon get this to me, or can I make it myself?
Right. But sometimes I think, I could make that. It'll be cheaper. And then I'm like, who am I kidding? I remember when my daughter, her name is like 8-9 letters. So it's a really long name. And it was in kindergarten. It was Valentine's Day. So I don't make the Valentines. Like, there were some really cute Pinterest ideas for homemade Valentines, right?
Oh, yeah.
I got mine off Amazon. But I made the wrong mom decision to make her write her name on every single Valentine. There were like 30 kids in her class. She was 6. Did I mention her name is like 9 letters long? After like the 4th, she's so proud. She's so excited. But after like the 4th Valentine, I'm like wanting to claw my eyes out. I'm like,
right.
It's going to take 12 days to finish these Valentines.
You're like, and this is what I'm doing the rest of the night.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that was a mom fail. Don't make them write their own name on Valentine's till they're like in 3rd grade.
I used to buy these things, and now I will say I do print them out myself, but that's about all there is to it. That literally, I used to buy them and they were like circle shape and they were so cute. And it would say little things like, I dig you, happy Valentine's Day, love, and your kid's name. And then you could just like slap them on everything. The stickers, you could slap them on everything. Now I get the address labels and I just print them out. And then just like print them out with a color. There you go. Happy Valentine's Day.
That works.
It's cute. It's colorful. And again, the kids don't care. They don't care. And really, for Valentine's Day, the parents don't care either because they're just bringing a bunch of crap home and a bunch of candy that we don't want.
Exactly. See, you're on the podium. You're bronze medaling. They have that.
That's the key. That's the key right there. I remember there was a great post going around that I think this is so important for all moms to remember. There's a great post going around about swimsuits. And it's like, I've never remembered a mom who looked bad in her swimsuit, or I've never seen a mom that I've thought about days later that I'm like, oh, she looked so terrible in her swimsuit, blah, blah, blah. And the idea was just wear the swimsuit. Nobody cares. Go have fun with your kids. Nobody cares. And I feel like nobody cares is something I say to myself all the time because I'm like, nobody cares. I guarantee nobody cares. Right. And the kids just care if you show up. The kids care if you're happy. So if you're showing up stressed because it's not perfect, that bounces back to them, that then they're like, oh, this is stressful. This shouldn't be. Whereas you're like, eye contact. I saw you. Cool. You having fun? Me too. I'm having a great time.
And I think that's why, we really wanted to start this podcast, Bronze Medal Moms, just to like take the pressure off the moms. Like, you don't have to be perfect, and don't compare yourself to, like you said, the, Pinterest worthy reels you see with the perfect lunches. That's great if you do that and it works, but don't compare yourself, because I'm sure in other areas, the mom making those super cute lunches, they're comparing themselves to you in other areas. So we shouldn't be comparing ourselves to anybody. We're all just juggling a million things. We all have this mental load as moms that is pretty massive, right? When you think about all the things you have to think about, and sometimes showing up is enough. And so
exactly,
we want all the moms to know you can be an amazing mom. You are an amazing mom, but you do not have to be perfect. Right? Like, I always say it all the time. Like, we're all just wiping butts trying to figure it out. So, like, don't act like you're not wiping butts with us. That's what we're all doing. Now, I'm past that phase, but I think you know what I mean.
That phase.
You are. Yeah, because at the end of the day, our kids, like you said, they don't care if we're perfect. They don't care if their lunch is cut up into cute little shapes. They just care that we gave them a lunch and we made eye contact across across the room.
I'm telling you, every time, go to your kids, make contact. You.
Yeah. So we actually have some good tips for, embracing your bronze medal mom. Because some people may be struggling and like they are a bronze medal mom, but they feel guilty because maybe they feel like they're not enough and they're not doing enough. So I think we give them some tips to say, no, like, good job, mama, pat yourself on the back, and embrace kind of your inner bronze medal mom.
100%. So, like, one thing you can always do is celebrate your small wins. And really, a small win could be, was your kid happy today? Now, are you responsible for your kid's attitude all the time? Absolutely not. No, not what I'm saying. But if your kid had a great day and your kid ate their lunch and your kid is happy in life, you're doing a good job. No matter what you think and little thing you're trying to nitpick and, oh, I worry about this or I do this or blah, blah, blah. Whatever that is, celebrate that win. Like, you got them their lunch. They ate that lunch. You taught them how to make their bed today, and you didn't have to make their bed. They're hanging up their own clothes for the first time. Things like this, or they're doing their own laundry. Things like that, that are these tiny wins that are huge. And I guarantee somebody else down the road is struggling with that. It was funny. I ran into this mom that we used to go to daycare together, and now our kids are playing basketball together. Just so happens, like, they don't go to school together or anything like that. And she said something to me. We're just off the cuff. She was like, "Oh my gosh, I just always remember you. You just gave me the best advice back in the day." And I was like, "What? I have no idea what you're talking about." And she's like, "Do you not remember?" And to her, it was this thing, and it was so simple. And I still was like, I don't even remember doing that. But she said that my two little ones were playing. They were probably like 4 and 2, and we were trying to leave daycare, but they were playing on these things. And I was like, "Come on, guys, we got to go." And the oldest one was like, "Mom, all right, let's go home." And I was like, "All right, well, get your brother, convince him it's time to go home. I'm not doing that." And she was like, and you just like empowered her and told her, like, and then she took charge, and it was so wonderful. And I thought it was so great. And I was like, I have no memory of that. And I didn't even realize I did that.
Right.
But another mom thought it was great.
Yeah.
And it doesn't. And so, like, you being yourself and being positive and your happy self could just impact another mom in a positive way, which is a total win. Count that as a win, for sure.
Such a win. And a big one. I know you and I do this often, especially because we have daughters that are the same age. We laugh at our mistakes. Like, it's going to happen. It's going to be part of the journey. And it's okay to admit that with your kids, and say you're sorry if you do make a mistake, and then laugh with them. I can remember sending Adelaide to school one day. They take their water bottles now. I mean, I love that meme that says, like, I grew up in the 80s. I don't think I drank water till I was 30. I mean, I went 8 hours a day at school and maybe had a Hawaiian punch at lunch. That would be like...
They are the most hydrated generation of the entire planet.
Water constantly. They're like 30 ounce. Well, so I sent her with one, and she comes home and she was like, "Mom, like, my water just didn't taste good. It was like yucky." And I'm like, "No," and I'm arguing. I'm like, "No, it's fine. Like, what are you talking about? It's fine." And this is when I know I should never doubt her and never trust what she says, because this has happened a handful of times where she'll say, "Oh, that tastes funny," or that's weird. I'm like, "No, it's fine." Well, no, I sent her with a water bottle that still had the paper thing in it because it had been new, but we had started to clean it. And so it had like some water still in it. So I think the paper had then gotten a little moldy. And so, yeah, of course, her water was gross. And me trying to
moldy water all day.
Moldy water all day. She was young enough, she didn't even think to open it. Like now she's in 5th grade. I think she would open it and try to clean it out. But back then she just kept sipping it. It was like, this is so gross.
And her teacher was like, "Make sure you drink your water."
Yeah. So we laughed. and I apologized. But it's part of the journey, you know?
Right.
Doing really good there. I sent her with a new water bottle. It was really cute. She liked it. I filled it up, remembered the ice, and no, it was moldy.
You're like, total win. Total win here.
Favorite.
Amazing. Another one I think is so important, and it's like a prime example right here, is surround yourself with other bronze medal moms. Again, if you've got a gold mom friend, cheer her on. She's doing awesome. And honestly, let her do stuff for you. She probably wants to. She probably wants to do your stuff, and it's great. And you can let her be in charge. But surround yourself with other moms that also get it. And that doesn't mean you're going to be like commiserating together, but they say it takes a village, and really it does. You need a village of support, of just someone telling you, yeah, I also kind of half-assed my kids' lunch today. Or why do we always run out of groceries on Friday? Every Friday, we don't have bread to make sandwiches. And so my kids are bringing like a little thing of hummus and some, I don't know,
Pretzels that you put in the pantry. Yeah.
pretzels that you found. Like I think it's one of the things that if you've ever been around a mom whose kids are never in trouble, never sick, never throw a temper tantrum, give her a hug, because for some reason she's lying to you.
That's right.
Every mom has had temper tantrums, has had kids break down for no reason, has had we're dealing with 5th grade girls, so we're on high emotions all the time. Stuff like that, if you don't surround yourself with the moms just like you, you're going to feel like you're doing it wrong when really you're doing a great job.
Doing a
You
great
got
job.
3rd place. You're doing awesome.
And it's so true. And it's so important for moms to be realistic with other moms. Like, we're not judging you. We love our kids, but they can be jerks sometimes. Or, growing up means they're going to make bad decisions sometimes. And it's okay to talk to other moms and share that. But I do love those gold medal moms. You know what? Because they sign up to bring like the cupcakes and all the things and leave us bronze medal moms the plates and napkins to sign up for. So
I will get paper plates and napkins every time. Although, that's another lesson. I have a fellow bronze medal mom that she missed the email on a sign up. And I, of course, got in there and I got the plates and the cups like it was nobody's business. And I think I also had to bring baby wipes because they were doing chocolate and caramel covered apples for something thing. I don't know. And so I got baby wipes, I got cups, I got plates, done. Super easy. She calls me and she's like, all that's left is melted chocolate. And she's like, what am I supposed to do? And I was like, I don't know, go on Amazon, like buy a chocolate fountain. And she's like, I'm supposed to bring a chocolate fountain? And she was so mad. She's like, I am not bringing a chocolate fountain. And I was like, you gotta check your email faster. She's like,
that's right.
You can trade me. And I was like, I'm not trading you.
That's right. Bronze medal moms, you got to be quick on the sign up if you want the plates and cups because they go fast.
They do go fast. You're going to be stuck with a chocolate fountain that you have to bring. It was so funny.
Oh, I love stories like that. So we at Bronze Medal Moms, we just want to encourage all you mamas out there to let go of the guilt, let go of the comparison, because really we're all just trying to keep all these like plates spinning, and that's more than enough. So if you've ever had a bronze medal moment, congratulations. And we actually would love to hear about it. You can message us on this platform where you listen to your podcast, or you can tag us on social.
So next time we're going to be talking about charcuterie boards and how that is dinner. That can be dinner. It can totally count as dinner.
And I have learned a trick, especially with my kiddo when she has friends over, that you can turn anything into a charcuterie board, even stuff they may not eat on a real plate.
Ooh, I want to hear about that. All right. I think I'm done talking. Are you done talking?
I'm done. All right. See you later, Bronze.
See you later. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to our moms on Bronze Medal Moms. Don't forget to subscribe, share with your friends, and leave us a review. We'd love to hear from you. See you soon.